Hello my tubers, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hello, nice to meet you. My name's Cecilia. Let me know what your name is. If you want to use a fake name, let me know what your fake name is. I'm going to be talking about if you have this burning desire to work for yourself and have financial freedom and have freedom with your time, freedom with your energy. No one's telling you what to do. No one's telling you you can't take that week off. No one's telling you you can only earn this much. Then this is going to be the first step that I think that you should take if you want to change that about your life, because I definitely have had those feelings for many years. Literally ever since I first stepped foot in a job, I was like, why am I working for someone else? This doesn't feel right to me. You want to work for yourself, but you have no idea where to start. Use that discontent with whatever job you're doing now, whatever you're doing now, use that as fuel instead of as something that's putting out your fire. Use that discontent and use your imagination to imagine what your life could be like with your own job, and use that as your motivation. I can make a whole other video on motivation, but that's just one thing that I do want to say. But first, before you do anything, before you quit your job, before you make any drastic changes, you need to brainstorm. This is going to be some serious brainstorming. I would recommend writing it down on a piece of paper, because then it's not just in your head and floating away and then disappearing forever. Write it down on a piece of paper. Write down the things you are good at, your strengths, your talents, the things that you enjoy, who you are as a person, what kind of qualifications you have, what kind of any sort of thing that could be seen as an asset or a strength or an ability. Write down all of those things. Write down things that you might be interested in doing. For example, YouTube, making art. This is me. I'm talking about myself right now. Writing books, developing websites, streaming video games on the internet. Yes, that is a real job, playing video games for other people. And you can even write down things that don't make money necessarily. Like, let's say you love skiing, which people do make money off skiing, but you're not like a pro level skier. Still write that down. Just have everything on that brainstorming list. So once you have your list of things that you are good at and things that you're interested in maybe doing for a career, this step took me probably like 2 months, and I'm still adding things to it, taking things away. I'm still refining it 8 months later. But think about what you want to contribute to the world. Because if you want to not work and just get rich quick, I mean, there are things that you can do to get rich quick. So if that's your dream, this isn't quite the video for you. I'm talking more about like creating a business that you're passionate about, creating something to give back to the world and other people. I'm talking about something long-term, like a slow build type of thing. If you are interested in get rich quick stuff and you don't have any passions or anything you want to give to the world or anything like that, sorry, this isn't the video for you. Think about what you want to contribute to the world, because it might sound like easy, like, oh, I could sell feet pics for people and that would be so easy, and like I could get so much money basically doing nothing. Like, is that really what you want to do with your life? Like, take that into consideration, because maybe it is. Maybe you have the most beautiful feet in the world. Maybe you just want to share them with the world. I don't know. No judgment on my part. But if that's not your dream, then really take time to think about what you really want to put out there. How do you want to help people? How do you want to help the world? How do you want to serve other people? What kind of creation do you want to leave behind when you're gone? What kind of impact, long-lasting impact, do you want to have on the world? These are all really important things, I personally think, to really think about and decide on before diving into a business venture. I think that the world is saturated enough with get-rich-quick stuff, cheap products, things that are destroying the environment, things that are promoting consumerism. I personally don't think that starting a business just to make money and just to contribute to the wheel of consumption is the greatest thing in the world. Again, if that is your passion, then go for it, but this is my advice. So for me, I have had struggles with mental health. I've come out the other end. I'm so happy nowadays, and I wanted to share that light with anyone who might still be struggling. I wanted to help other people in that way, and I wanted to also help people who used to be super seriously like atheist, and now I'm very spiritual. So I also want to help open people's minds that way if they're interested in it. That's what I wanted my business to be. I also didn't want it to be just something promoting consumption. I want to promote mindfulness. I want to give back to the earth by planting trees, since I'm going to be selling cards and books and journals that take up paper. I want to make sure that I'm not using too many resources unnecessarily. Those are important things to me. There might be completely different important things to you, but I think that is a very important step, is think of what you want to put out in the world. Think about the aspects that are not the money. If money was not involved, what would you be doing to give back? Okay, next step. So you have these brainstorm ideas. Research. Start looking up other people. If there's anyone doing this already, if there's no one doing this, that could be either a good sign or a bad sign. It could mean that you are the first one to get there and you're just gonna take off, or it could mean that no one really wants it. But I'm not the person to say or decide. So if something feels really right for you, and no one else is doing it, you're just gonna have to forge your own path, but that's fine. That happens sometimes. That sometimes is what leads to some of the greatest things that we have. Just look at what other people who are doing similar things to you, how they're doing it, what they're doing, kind of get inspired. You can take kind of little tips or ideas from different businesses that are similar, research other people who are doing similar things, and then you can continue to refine your idea of who you are and what you can contribute to the world that is unique and amazing and gives back. So once you have that brainstorming sesh done, then you want to think about, what is my ideal workday? And you probably will say nothing. I don't want to do anything. Which that's totally normal if you're burnt out from your job. I've definitely felt that way quite a lot, not gonna lie. If you've ever had a period in your life where you completely don't have anything at all that you're doing, sometimes you can go a little bit stir crazy. And you also want to think about this in a way where it's not necessarily work. It doesn't feel like work because it's your dream job. You want to think, if I had my dream job that I enjoyed and I was excited to wake up to every morning, what would it look like? So for some people, that's literally traveling and making videos of themselves traveling the world. Does that sound like work to you? It might not. Thinking of your ideal workday can be as simple as, I want to draw for 2 hours a day, or I want to make videos of myself traveling. or I want to organize people's closets, or I want to work with a client for an hour in the morning and then an hour in the evening, or there's so many different things. Think of your ideal workday. For me personally, my ideal workday would be probably 2 to 3 hours of work a day where I'm mainly creating. I love to create. I don't love to ship things as much. I don't love to deal with the admin side of things as much. And I'm not saying I never have to do those. I definitely do, especially at the start. But I'm setting up my business so that in the future, I can just focus on creating. When I have enough to where I can have an assistant, I'm setting my whole business up to where eventually I will have that dream job of just creating. You're not gonna get there instantly. Maybe you are. Some people do, and that is so amazing for them, and that is awesome. But you've got to think like, okay, if I take these steps, where do I want these steps to lead? Where do I want to go? So creating a few hours in the morning, maybe doing meetings, talking with people, and then I want the rest of my day to be free. I also want to be able to take time to travel, recuperate, whatever I need to do. I want that kind of freedom that you can't get with a regular job. I think it's very important to visualize your ideal workday, and you might not exactly know what that is just yet. So this whole process of this video took me probably like 1 or 2 months to really fully think what I truly wanted to do with my life. But thinking through it, brainstorming, planning is all worth it because I have such an excitement about my future that I haven't had before. So I think it's worth it if you are interested in creating your dream life, creating your dream career or business. I think it's worth it, and trust the process. It's going to be a long process, and it's better that you start today, because if you don't, then you probably will just continue to be in your job that you hate for who knows how long. If you're interested in hearing more, I will make another video on what came next for me. And if you want to subscribe and like the video, then that would be great. I would love that. I hope you guys have an amazing life. I hope you guys can start thinking about this and get somewhere. And let me know what else you want to see from me. I'm happy to make more videos. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.